got some really good news to share. Sometimes when we look at our experiences and you get caught up in it's really, really bad. And it's like, no, never is. There's always something really, really good in it. So I wanted to share some good things that are happening. My ex moved into town, which September I was like freaking out. And, what kind of hell is he going to create for myself? And then I see that the more I will be looking for him to create shit, the more I'm going to create the shit that I want to look at. So I've been really focused on, no, this is going to be a time that the family's healing. And yesterday, my daughter had a really good lunch with her father for the first time in years. So it's a start. When he starts putting family first, he will get so much love from family. But that's going to be up on him. But meantime, that is happening. But what was really, really cool is my other daughter's car broke down. She's really, really independent and wants to do everything for herself. And then her car broke down. She was able to attract a car really cheap, but she got her own driver's license and was so proud that she did everything on her own. Didn't need her parents that are so screwed up to help her with it. But then last week she phoned me up and asked me for some help because she needed to buy a new car. And I guess she is realizing that her mom always makes her feel better and gives her some good advice, and I don't have any money. So it's like I can't, I really want to, but, you have the power within you. You can attract this, and it's just put yourself in that attracting mode to get everything you want and just feel positive throughout the whole thing. And I reminded her of, the time I attracted that airbrush or that house. It's like, walk the walk as if it's already happening. And you'll get it because you love doing things on your own. You won't love it if I'm doing it for you. You will love it when you see yourself doing it. So I just got news today that she's really feeling that this is all going to work out. They were supposed to go and pick up a car last week, but it didn't work out, weather problems and things, so it could have been really disappointing that, it didn't work out again. But they needed $500. And so my daughter's like, all I need is $500 and everything's going to work out. Now I'm attracting $500. Somebody, I guess, flew into town and drove by her on the street and gave her a $500 check. And it's like somebody knew somebody. It'll always, God works through other people. And it was some people that knew her that were talking about how good a person she is and how much she puts good stuff out in the world and how positive a person she is. And they enjoyed hearing about somebody being such a great person that they wanted to help her out and get her the car because she wants to get a second job and wants to do really good things with this car. So that's how magic works. It works through people. God shows up when we show up, when we are receiving good things from God. God didn't reward her with, $500 check because she's doing something good. It was the joy. It takes the money out of it, and it was how much love was involved. She had to be a loving being that attracted another loving being that happened to have money, that happened to hear what it is she needed, happened to be giving to something that she heard. Everybody was listening to everybody. I'm sure the person that gave it got more love out of giving. The person that received it got more love out of seeing somebody care about her, and she now has an anchor for her life to really be the love even more and deeper. So it wasn't like God rewarded you with a $500 check. God rewarded you with the relationships that you built and seen the connections and seen that if you have love in your heart and going to do good out to other people, it's going to come back at you like friggin' karma. And it's so important for you to know this right now because globally, what's in your heart right now, a lot of things are changing. Looks like everything's falling apart, but everything's actually rebuilding. If you're going to be stuck in the problem, you're just going to recreate the same problems over and over again. It's let go of everything that was wrong and recreate something that's good out of love. long as we're hating each other, as long as we're in wars, as long as we're protesting, as long as we got negative energy, trust, you got evil inside you. And you ain't going to be creating anything good. You got to actually have love in your heart. Love yourself. Love your life. Love, even if it's not loving, fake it until you make it, and know and believe with inside your heart that one day it will happen. But you got to have that belief system in yourself first. You got to believe. When I was at my lowest, I didn't believe in myself, but I had enough past experiences that said, you know what, if I just believe in something that I don't necessarily believe in, then one day I will believe in it. So do I want to believe that I have something good to offer, or do I want to believe that nobody's ever going to listen to me, and the world's always going to be apart, and I'm not strong enough, and I'm not wise enough, and I don't, all of those things that made me feel so weak? If I actually believed I was that weak person and I played that game out, I wouldn't have been productive at all. I wouldn't be able to accomplish anything. But I knew that if I said, I'm a powerful person, I'm going to walk like I'm powerful, when everybody in the world is against me, because I'm on a freaking welfare system. Trust me, everybody that sees somebody that's on a welfare system say, I'm wealthy, I'm grateful, and I'm a positive being, and I'm going to make a massive change, and I will be successful in my life. Success to some people is different than what my idea of success is, but they all thought I was crazy. And the more I went out into the universe and got negative energy back, it wore me down. But it was like, no, get back up, do it again, and keep living the dream that you want to create for yourself. And 3 years for me, but it doesn't have to be that long. As long as you start seeing it work for somebody else, and you sort of, oh, I get it, it'll be a lot faster for you. It's going to be harder and slower for the first few that get it, but once you get it, it's going to be like lightning to everybody else that sees it. It is the 100th monkey concept, that as soon as you start seeing change, you'll run like a herd down that path of everything that's right. But it all just starts with one person. It starts with you. Believe that you can attract whatever it is that you want to attract, but just know that from love, a source of love. Don't be looking for money, looking for support from other people, because it may not come in money. And somebody might have dropped her off a car and not the $500 check. Don't be attached to the money. Be attached to the loving, giving relationship, the feel good. Man, did I feel good playing in that game. And being grateful for having the experience that if the car didn't break down, if all of the loans weren't turned down, she wouldn't have had the experience of when it did work out. But it's like, don't ever, ever give up on this. Just figure out everything that you are experiencing is coming from yourself. And if you don't have enough love in your heart, it will be reflected in your outer world. So it's just constantly work on, okay, I'm not happy, I'm not loving, I'm not experiencing what I want to experience, I'm not comprehending what it means yet. And just keep asking, and you'll find the questions. Because it's more important now, because we're affecting the universal world. And the universal world, anything you see out there has already happened. It's old news, because by the time light hits it, and then light comes back and shows you what you've seen, it's already done. It's done. It's over with, So what you want to do forward in your life, because we've already succeeded, the universe is still out there. We're still seeing pictures back out there. We all survived it. So why is it we all survived it? Because of this. Because we're learning how to be love and loving beings and loving each other in a healthy way that's not killing us. Because we survived this. So it was just really interesting to share. I love when I hear good stories about that. I'm hearing a lot of things going great with my kids. The more that they're healing themselves, the more their lives are getting back in order. And it's going to be you kids. You may be hearing a lot of doom and gloom out there, but the doom and gloom means you are the solution. Every soul born on this planet right now came here to solve the problem. So Any of you kids that are out there that are getting, this life is too big to change by yourself, no, you are here. You are powerful. You are indigos. You are, you are not the depression. You are the solution. It's our kids that are going to change the future, not us old adults, can't change an old dog. It's time to change a few old dogs and know that kids know more than adults do. But don't follow the same trip as adults have done. Actually see yourself being a change of something and not repeating our patterns. Because I'm seeing a lot of that go on too. Good health, no drugs, being able to be happy just by being you is going to be your default setting, your guideline to follow. And if you need, a drug or something, just know that you need it to be able to comprehend why you need it. Get rid of the causes of why you need it, and you will unfold the solution to an amazing life. Because it's so much more amazing without drugs, without any type of addiction, just enjoying pure love between the relationships of each other. It's not a really hard concept to get. Don't know why too many people aren't getting it, but I'm going to put it out in the world and believe it that a lot of people are getting this. And it's starting to get real exciting now. Peace out.